To continue the CSS, whatever the leftover thing in our last class. So yeah, we discussed till slide number 12, and we're gonna discuss the rest of the slides today. And so we have some more text decoration tags. So in this, the main thing we have are text decoration, text transform, letter spacing, word spacing, line height, text align, color, and background. Yeah. So we will see what are all these tags and what they represent, and those details. Okay. So as usual, I am taking Visual Studio. Just going to Visual Studio here, and so here what I'm doing is I'm just opening my website that is here, CSS2. Just open an empty folder as a website in Visual Studio. You can open it in any of your editor. Then I'm just adding a HTML page. So I'm calling this as text properties. Let us make. So this is the text properties, and I'm just taking another style sheet. So I'm just calling this as text.css. So text.css is a style sheet, and text.properties.html is the HTML. So HTML, one HTML page and one style sheet page I took. So here what I'm going to do is so text decoration, text transform, letter spacing, word spacing, line height, text align, color. Okay, let us take some tags here. For now I'm taking h4 tag and saying this is a heading. Okay. And I want to give a color to here, color to this. So style. So I can give inline color, or I can give color through some class. So I'm just writing here class. I can give a class or ID. So I'm just taking class, and I'm calling this as color h4. Color h4 is the class, and here how to specify a class with dot, then followed by two brackets. So this is the color, and here I can specify the what color I want to display. So color I want to display red. So red color. That's it. I'll just open it in the browser. It will be displayed in a. So I need to include that CSS file inside the HTML. So this is the way we should include it. It starts with link, tag, and href. We need to define what CSS file it is. REL should be the style sheet. So that's, then come here and just refresh it. You can see it is in the color tag. So this is how we can give the color. Now I just want to make another class. So this class I'm saying it as background class. Background. Okay. Background. Yeah, background h4, and this background h4 I want to give some background. And how to give a background? Background. You can see background. You can directly give as background. Or if you want to give it as background color, also you can give. So from now I am using a different format of styles. So here I want to use 00 DE then 1 2. So that's the color. I don't know what color it is. So that's it, and let us see how it displays. So it is a green color. So this is a heading, and you have got a green color. See why this has spread from here to here? Because it is a block element. So h4 is a block element. We have already studied there will be block elements and inline elements. This is a block element. You can see here H4 inspect. H4 is a block element. Block element is gonna occupy total. So just give me a minute. Where is it? Yeah. So it's a block element. Block element gonna occupy from one end to another end, and that is a block element, and it will take some margin, or it will always take a new line. So you can see it took some margin also by default because it is an H4. So it took some margin, and it's a block element. So it occupied from one end to another end. So that is the reason. So next, what we are going to discuss. So we are going to discuss. We are done with these two, and let us discuss this thing like center, left, and these things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take H4 and the class. I'm going to take is align class, align H4. So align H4. Let us make it as right align H4. So this is the right align as H4. So I just mentioned it here, and now I'm going to define this class. Here I'm going to define the class. How to define a class? Same thing. Just it starts with the dot, and then you need to mention the class name. Then in the area you have to specify what alignment you want. So just you have to say align, text align. You can specify right. So this is a right. So we are going to specify it right. So let's see it got displayed towards the right. So if you change it to center, so it will just display it in the center. So that is about text align. Okay. So I'm just making it a right. Okay. There are many other things also, like you can see center, end. I'm not sure exactly what end mean. Inherit is from the parent. Initially is the default what it has defined in the CSS. Justify. So justify is gonna justify, right? So we do justify in the word. Same thing it happens here. So justify takes the total width and it justifies the line. So that one. And next left match parent. I'm not sure. I think so. This behaves the same as inherit, except that the inherited value of start or end is calculated against its direction value. So the line contents are aligned to the edge of the line box. Inline contents are aligned to the edge of the line box. So let's see. This is same as left. Yeah. And whatever we have, unset is something like if it has a parent value, then it will use a parent value. If it does not have a parent value, then it will use the initial value. We're going to discuss these things afterwards. Okay. So yeah, we're going to discuss the initial, unset, and inherit, those things now. Then that's it. So it has something. So for now I am making right. Generally we use text align right or left or center, those things. And what else we have? We have line height. So what does line height mean? So to see line height, let us make two line heights. Okay. So we can see the difference. So I'm just going to take this same element and I'm making here line height, line HEIGHT height. Let us give line height as 20, and next I want to give line height as 40. Okay. And come here. So you say dot line height 20 and line height 40. So this one to just to distinguish, I'm giving color and background color and line height. Line height 20 pixels, and same thing. I'm just gonna replicate and say this as 40. Yeah. Let us see what happens in the color. No problem. So I'm coming here. You can see line height has not changed the font height. Line height changes only the height of the line. Okay. So it is. So you may get doubt. Then what does it mean? It mean by padding. Yeah, padding. So let us give padding also. So let us give padding to it. Padding. Padding. Let us give 10. So yeah. So see. Let us make this one two things. Line height with padding and without padding. Okay. So I'm just naming it as P. Okay. So this is P. So we have one is line height 40 without P and with P. With P is padding. So with P is padding, without padding. Two things. So I'm just saving. I saved these. I'm coming here. You can see here the difference between these two is like padding adds on the top of line height. So you can see here. I'll just block it. Yeah. So yeah. So this is with padding. So padding says padding. So this is the actual element. Okay. And on the top of it is padding. Okay. On that border, on that margin. This is the margin of H4. And here also you can see padding. Sorry, element. There is no padding. Just an element. So element size will increase. The element size will itself increases. You got it? So that is the thing. So element, padding, border, margin we have. Okay. So that is the thing, and we are going to discuss this again in the next slide. So that is about line height. Line height is the height of the line, not the font size. It doesn't change any font size. Font size is different. We just discussed the font size here. Font size, we have font size property, font weight property, font style property, font variant property. So this changes the fonts. And yeah, these are about fonts. So like font, we have like we can have many, but these are the mostly used. Okay, here we have these things, and now we are discussing letter spacing and word spacing. Okay, so yeah, just to make a paragraph with letter. Yeah. No issue. So letter spacing, I wanna give one paragraph with the letter spacing and without letter spacing. So I just wanna take one paragraph. So English passage. So just taking some passage. So this passage I'm taking and coming here. I'm just pasting over here. And so let us see why it has got this much big. Yeah, this is the default size. Okay, so this is the passage. Okay, so now what I'm doing is for P I am giving the, so for direct element, how to specify the style, just give the element name. No need of dot. Dot is on for only class. So here P, what we are saying, word spacing. Word spacing, I'm saying make it as something like 5 pixels. Okay. So you see here the spacing has increased. You want to see the difference. So if you want to see the difference, then we need to make a different thing here. So P tag, I want to make 2 P tags and give a ID or class to it. So let us give the class. So class with word spacing, right? So PW I'm taking PW as with word spacing, without word spacing. Okay. So just give here. So okay. So yeah, PW and without PW. So here the class PW. Okay. So yeah. So you can see here word spacing. There is an increase in word. If you're gonna increase it further 10 pixels, you can see it has increased the spacing between the words. So word spacing will increase the space between the words. Okay. Then line spacing. What do we have? Letter spacing. Letter spacing is the will increase between the letters. So I'm gonna give one more paragraph. So I'm just naming it as PL. So PL has letter spacing. Let us make 2 pixels. Okay. So here you see spacing between the letters. Same thing for this. If you give letter spacing, it looks like this. If you wanna increase it somewhere around 10 pixels, you're gonna see it there. So that is how it increases. Okay. So that is letter spacing. So this is about word spacing and letter spacing. So till now what we have learned, we learned how to color them as one unit. Next we learned how to align it. Okay. Then we learned about line height. Then we learned about like what is the difference between line height and padding. Now we are learning about word spacing and letter spacing. So these things. So they are simple. And here we have 2 things. Okay. One is text decoration and another is text transform. Okay. Transform is just to uppercase, lowercase, capitalize, none, something. So just to transform it totally, to transform the total text into some case. If you want to do some lines, like you want to draw a line underneath, you want to draw a line on the top of it, or you want to draw a line through it, then we do this. And if you want to remove the line, then you have to specify none. So that's the thing. So yeah. So what I'm going to specify here, I'm going to specify them directly. So now, till now we have used classes. So now I'm going to specify directly. So what the thing we are going to see? Text decoration, right? So I'm taking a p tag. In this, I'm writing some span tags, and I'm saying underline. Okay. Next, overline, and line through. Okay. And none. So none I'm going to specify here. None is default. Okay. Not for all, for most of the elements. For anchor tag, it is underline is default. Okay. So I will give anchor tag. So saying that default is underline. Okay. And here I wanna give href as nothing. Okay. So yes, and now I am specifying the styles. So this is inline styling. So I'm specifying the style text decoration none. Okay. And I just took the style and I'm just coming here space. So that's it. And here